Start the stream. We'll see if we're connected. Looks like things are connected. Oh, the demo ended, that's why. Can I move this over without... There we go. Hello. Hi. Hello. Hi. I am doing good. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna be playing games tonight because I'm bored and it's been a while since I uploaded a video, longer than I thought. Taking a look. So we're gonna be playing Gex 2, the best game ever made. Is I hope you guys are ready for poorly dated 90s references and jokes. YouTube, what are you doing? Thank you, go away. There we go. Alright. So we're going to, let's see. Gonna start. So anyway, Gex apparently is getting remakes or ports. I don't know. It's weird. I never thought that would ever happen in a million years. So to celebrate, we're going to be playing Gex 2, which is the best of the three. I'm definitely going to be doing an atrocity on Toy Story 4 at some point. Lightyear is so boring, it's not really worth talking about. Anyway, because we're going to cartoons. Thank you, Jose Perez. I'm cautiously optimistic about that. Anyway, we are going to get all of the 5 purple mushrooms. Because we're just playing casually, I'm not going to go for the silver or gold remotes, just the red ones. Are you going to make a review on Toy Story 4 eventually? Thoughts on A Bug's Life? A Bug's Life does not hold up at all. It is a bad movie. Are you playing through a PS? Yes, I'm using BizHawk. I think that's why there's no anti-aliasing. I am not comfortable talking about the Boondocks. That shows a little bit above my pay grade. I like Gex, okay. At least Gex 2 and 3. I haven't really played much of 1. Thank you, Jose Perez. But I wouldn't say, like, I wouldn't in all earnestly say it's the best game ever. They're good games, 2 and 3 at least. Like I said, I don't know about 1. When is Animated Atrocities 200? When I get everything together. Our team took on some bigger projects that were a little bit more than we bargained for. Thank you, Carnage Rage. Should play the Legacy of Kain series. I've never actually played that series. What do you think about the Looney Tunes show? The one that came out in the 2010s? Pretty good. We will overwrite this save. Okay. The worst Pixar movie is Toy Story 4. And I'm sticking by that. Brave is terrible and the worst viewing experience, but at least it's self-contained and it doesn't attack good movies. Yeah, it's Gex night tonight. The worst DreamWorks movie, that's Shark Tale.
Note to self,
If there was a Gex 4, you gotta have the Walking Dead level. I think that's mandatory, and probably a Game of Thrones themed level too. Thoughts on Ants? Ants holds up surprisingly well. Oh yeah, they're making a Toy Story 5. The worst movie in general? I don't know, probably Empire. You know, that 6-hour-long shot of the Empire State Building. That sounds pretty bad. The most important quality of life improvement for Gex, you have to fix the camera. The camera is the game's biggest shortcoming. Now we gotta go hunting Elmer Fudd. I could see a Zootopia 2 working. I don't know why they're making a Frozen 3 considering how Frozen 2 turned out. I have not yet seen Disenchantment. The worst episode of early Fairly Odd Parents. Does It's a Wishful Life still count in that regard? Yes, I think Toy Story 4 is the worst Pixar. Well, yeah, obviously it's all money. What did you hate most about Toy Story 4? The ending. Absolutely the ending. Thoughts on Game of Thrones? I have never actually seen it. Have you played Smash Remix? No, I have not. Toy Story 4 is a well-made film, but it's not a well-conceived film. Let's put it that way. The animation looks great, and everyone puts in top performances. It's a technically better movie than Brave, but it so badly misunderstands what Toy Story is, and especially what Toy Story 3 is. Toy Story 4 is one of those movies that gives you the feeling that the people who made it hated the previous installments. Like, I'm not saying they did, it's just that kind of feeling. Disney's dinosaur is ugly, it is boring, and the only reason the protagonist is seen in the right at the end is because he gets very lucky. Do you plan on reviewing the annoying orange cartoon more? No, I don't think that's... I don't know who Keith Richards is. Okay. Thoughts on Scott Pilgrim? I need to get into that. The best Pixar movie. I will save that one for later. It's probably Soul, but I still got a few more to go. Is Toy Story 4 worse than Cars? Yes. I have seen both Spider-Verse films. The worst Don Bluth film is A Troll in Central Park. Have you played Disco Elysium yet? No, I haven't. I generally don't play point and clicks. Puss in Boots: Last Wish is another one I'm trying to get to. I'm playing a lot of catch-up right now. I really enjoyed both of the Spider-Verse films. Although Spider-Verse 2 did something that really annoyed me, especially with Part 2's and Trilogy, and that it's Part 2, Part 1, it's not a full, complete film. I don't like cliffhangers in, like, full, high-budget Hollywood movies. Every single one should be self-contained to some extent. What did you think of Elemental? Thank you for the donation. Elemental is okay. It is a very okay movie. Like, a lot of people say that Ruby Gilman is very, very cliche and writing a lot of modern trends. That's what I felt about Elemental. Have you revisited the Madagascar films yet? No. I want to watch them all in one day, though, so it's a full day's project. Get up, move, move. Come on, move, move. Yeah, we're playing Funny Lizard game tonight. I don't know if you can hear him, but that might not be for the worst. Thoughts on the Mario movie? The Mario movie is the Mario movie. That sounds close enough to how I feel about Toy Story 4, yes. But will you review the Goofy movie eventually? When do you think the next video will be released? It should be in a couple of days from now. Thoughts on Rango? Another one I still gotta see. Osmosis Jones and TV show. I remember really liking the movie and liking the TV show. What is the next video? Something on Teen Titans Go. Let's put it that way. Thoughts on the Boondocks? It's a show that I really do respect. Are you excited for the Silent Hill 2 remake? I'm not really excited for anything that Konami does these days. Especially with how the last remake turned out. Is Teen Titans Go really as bad as everyone says? It literally depends on your tastes. Thoughts on game preservation? Game preservation is one of my passions. My favorite VeggieTales episode. It's been way too long since I've seen VeggieTales to make that call. Have you heard of the Disney's Loud House ripoff? I think you're talking about Primos. Which I haven't seen, so I can't make the call there. Have thoughts on Cow and Chicken? I remember not liking it when I was a kid. I didn't like many Ren and Stimpy kind of deals. Should probably have some background music. Is the game too quiet? Because I can turn that up. There you go. That takes care of that. Okay, so I will... How about now? Tell me if it is poorly mixed. Do you think Elemental will at least break even? That's hard to say. Ow. Okay, good. It seems like all movies are bombing right now, except Spider-Verse and, I guess, Oppenheimer now. Like, whatever's going on, something is not going good for the box office. How do you feel about Saberspark nowadays? Alright, I just don't watch him. I'm not usually interested in most of his content. That's the thing, like... Much of the entire Hollywood system is broken. Like, movies in general are just too expensive. Like, it's unsustainable. Like, the new Indiana Jones movie is making a ton of money, but because it costs so much money, there's no way for it to possibly break even. I liked Ruby Gillman. I liked it more than most people, I think.
Who forgot to pay the gravity bill?
How about you review all the Toy Story movies? Maybe someday. Gex is going to get, I don't know exactly what it is. It's either going to be like a port or a remake. Sources seem to be conflicting. What are your thoughts on the writer's strike, in case nobody asked? That's a complicated affair that I'd rather not get into here. Hollywood corporate executives are definitely being greedy and corporate executives as usual. The best Cars movie is 3. What's the writer's strike? Like I said, it's complicated, and I don't have all of the details myself. I know it's the first time since the 60s that both the writers and the actors are striking together, but I don't know the finer details. Can you review Bolt and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? Maybe someday. I only have finite time and finite resources. And the video that's coming up is like 30 minutes long, so... hello there. Best Danny Phantom episode. I need to watch that one again. Do you want to make a review for Ruby Gillman? Kinda, sorta. What do you think, I haven't actually seen that one. Do you have any plans to do another video on Johnny Test? I want to do a top 10 best and worst episodes of Johnny Test. I don't know, I think that would be funny to me. But Johnny Test isn't as bad as everyone said. I think the overplay really just soured everybody on it. Let's see. Favorite game 2023. I don't think I played any new games this year. Money be tight. The Owl House thing I'm saving for my own review. Lloyd, I guess. Actually, no. I need to watch Lloyd in Space again. After I finish a review on something, my mind just goes blank on it completely. This is the PlayStation version of Gex 2. You know, the good one. Don't play the N64 version of Gex 2. Will you be considering PSX Quest or 1001? Probably. Like, I mean, what else am I gonna do, you know? I think the biggest mistake there was just doing the entire games in one video. I don't have the stamina to sit here for 8 hours and play a game to completion. The N64 version of Gex 2 is missing a ton of assets. Like, it's missing completely, it's missing levels completely. Missing a lot of background music, a lot of vocal stabs, meaning Gex is a lot more annoying.
That's what I call getting
It does have that one exclusive level. But other than that, there's no reason to play Gex, 2 on N64.
Slip of the tongue, baby.
What do you like best about Toy Story 2? The philosophical implications. Thoughts on current Disney Channel, Nickelodeon, and Cartoon Network. I don't think they're adapting very well to the internet age. And that should be all 5. Best Blue Sky movie. I don't know. I don't watch too many Blue Sky movies, or I haven't. Yeah, Gex 2 on the N64 it's playable, but it's heavily compromised, and it's unquestionably the inferior port. It's still better than the Game Boy Color port. Don't play the Game Boy Color port either. Thoughts on Hell of a Boss? Haven't kept up with that. Thoughts on Winnie the Pooh, Bambi turned to horror? At first, it was an interesting idea, but like children's fairy tales and stories just horrified. It's one of the most cliche things you can do. Like maybe that's a video. These more modern cliches. Why do you think anime is no longer a thing? I think anime is still being a thing. I think they're still making more anime. Thoughts on Twitter versus Threads? Stupid and evil versus evil and stupid.
So this is Never Never Land.
Yes, I've heard of Wish. I even did a review of the trailer. It has been so long since I watched We Bare Bears. I haven't seen that since I made that old video way back when. Thoughts on Ice Age? I remember Ice Age being okay. Have you seen Centaur World? Not yet. My least favorite Nicktoon is probably Sanjay and Craig. I do go back between that and Bunsen is a Beast. It depends what I'm not in the mood for, being grossed out or having my ears stabbed.
If this were a video game, I'd be on my way to prison.
Thoughts on Open Season? It's been even longer since I've seen that. Over the Hedge is an alright movie that is alright. This is just me playing it. We're probably not even gonna finish Gex tonight. Like one of these days, I swear I will finish a game on this channel, but
Oh, gimme.
if Bunsen is a Beast had a silent protagonist, would the show be tolerable? Probably not, because then you'd have all of the other hallmarks of a typical Butch Hartman cartoon. Do you think DreamWorks should be able to make their own Winnie the Pooh movie once again to spite Disney? I mean, they can. Thoughts on official releases and director's cuts? That's too vague. Is Hey Arnold the movie really that bad? It's not that bad, but it is bad. It's got a lot of problems, more than you probably remember. Have you seen the new Transformers movie? No. Thoughts on Mitchell's vs. the Machine? I like the movie a lot, but it has some very hokey moments of dialogue. It's not a perfect movie. I cannot believe I forgot to pull the switch. This is why we don't record while talking. Would a new Gex game work in 2023? If they made a Bubsy game work, I think they can make a Gex game work. Hey, Enter, thoughts on Rayman? Also, could I help? I don't just offer jobs on the fly. As for Rayman, it's been very long since I played a Rayman game. I do want to play Rayman 2 again, though. I remember really liking that when I was a kid. What's the worst animated atrocity that you reviewed? The Lion King 2019. Do you like SpongeBob Season 4? Yes, I do. Ratchet and Clank, I missed out on. I missed out on all PlayStation 2 franchises. It really is a toss-up between Lion King 2019 and Mulan 2020. Can we go down? Thank you. Okay. Thoughts on SpongeBob SquarePants Season 5? It's got some good episodes. Thank you, Matthew Valente. I don't know what the future holds for traditional television. Actually, I don't know what the future holds for all of entertainment right now. It's in not a great place. How many Sonic games have you played? I have played 2. The first Sonic game on the Genesis and Sonic Heroes. Do you think Fanboy and Chum Chum deserves the praise it's been getting from those who grew up with it? No. It's not the worst thing ever like it was back when I was in my generation, but it's not good. Thoughts on the new Snow White remake? This is the first time I'm hearing about it. Good night. No, video games got problems too. Hello there. Do you watch anime? Not particularly. I think Tough Puppy is very mediocre. Alright, I gotta focus on the boss here. There we go. Do you own a Steam Deck? Not really, no. Go, 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 go. Come on, center. There we go. Are you asking what my favorite of the Ed Trio is from Ed, Edd, and Eddy? That would be Double D. I want Disney to start making animated movies again. Like actual, real animated movies. These live-action remakes are far worse than the cheapquels ever were. Did Hey Arnold go through seasonal rot? No, I think it had 4 seasons and it was fairly consistent. Do you think bad shows can have good episodes? Yeah. I have not seen Nimona yet. I still don't know how to pronounce that. Nimona. Favorite Butch Hartman cartoon? That would be Danny Phantom. Nope, haven't seen Green Eggs and Ham. Is the Jungle movie any good? I remember it being good, but imperfect. There is no favorite episode of the Nut Shack because the Nut Shack is garbage. Favorite cartoon of the 1990s? Probably Batman the Animated Series. Favorite Mega Man game is 2. My favorite movie of all time is The Truman Show. I have no thoughts on Madagascar at this time. Are the 2020s currently the worst decade for animation? No. You can't beat the 70s. It's not possible. I have not seen the concept art for Chicken Little, but I have heard of it. Do you hate that most animated movies have to be less than 2 hours long? No, that's a good thing about animated movies. Like, that's a problem with live action movies, that they're over 3 hours long these days. Like, 90 minutes is a good length for a film. Like, there are some exceptions, but I think that most films should try to fit in around the 90 to 100 minute area.
My name is Kane. I seek water.
Oh yeah, the 2020s is definitely getting to be the worst for entertainment in general, at least in living memory. I don't know about the 40s or the 1910s, but in living memory, yeah, I would say this is getting to be one of the worst decades for entertainment. My least favorite pre-movie SpongeBob episode is Party Pooper Pants. Megamind is cool. What do you think? Animated film gets way too much hate. Luck got a lot of hate when it came out. And I don't think it's a masterpiece, but it's not terrible. Got them. We don't talk about the Fairly Odd movie, especially not now. No, I have not seen Dead End Paranormal Park. Yeah, I live stream occasionally. The Bad Guys is a very good movie.
It's tail time.
To do. Okay. Was there any live-action kid show you loved besides Just Add Magic? A lot of stuff from when I was a kid. I'd probably be reviewing more of them if it didn't automatically get my comments disabled. Is gaming dying like the movies? Yes, even worse, and even faster.
Akira to white courtesy phone. Akira to white courtesy phone.
I prefer Code Lyoko in English. I prefer most media in English. Thoughts on Trolls? The Trolls films are surprisingly interesting. How is gaming dying? Same way that film is dying. The industry is just way too bloated.
I knew I shouldn't have hired Margaret.
Companies are turning to more and more predatory services, or revenue streams, and that's just devaluing everything. Thoughts on the live-action Barbie movie? Don't really have any. Okay, this one's annoying. There we go. Have you seen Ants? Yes I did. I liked it. What's your opinion on the Spider-Verse movies? They're good. Yeah, I mean, like, in movies and in video games, there's always going to be stuff like indies, you know.
You don't show, baby, yeah.
Artists trying to make something interesting no matter what. Like, that's never gonna change. But in terms of, like, big blockbuster media, it's all going down the tubes in, like, every single medium. And I have no idea where all of this is gonna end up. Is Ants better than A Bug's Life and B-movie? Yes, by a wide margin. Ants is actually a good movie, and Bug's Life and B-movie are not. My favorite 2010s Cartoon Network show? I'd have to look into it. What's killing animation and entertainment? There's a lot of causes. It would take a lot of expounding. Not every single movie is going to bomb, obviously. Oppenheimer and Barbie are probably going to do very well financially.
Here's a full house.
But there's going to be a lot of bombs lately. Come. See, make sure you fix the camera in the remake. That's the important thing. My least favorite movie from this year? I haven't seen it, but I'm gonna say the new Indiana Jones just for what it represents. I'll probably see it at some point. Because we all have those days where we just want to be angry for no reason. I have no thoughts on pre-1991 Nickelodeon. I was not alive then. Yes, Sound of Freedom is doing good in the box office, I believe. Favorite film from the last year? I have to give the obvious answer. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. No, I have not seen any Madagascar recently. Most cameras from this era are pretty terrible, and Gex's is particularly bad. It's not the worst in the world, and you can get used to it, but it is a constant distraction. No, I have not seen Nimona. Amona. I still cannot pronounce that.
Forget about it.
Really? Pac-Man World 2? I heard that game was really good. I mean, if you want terrible cameras, you have to look to the bad shows. Or the bad shows. The bad video games. Like Rascal or Bubsy 3D. Thoughts on the subject of lost media? It's a cool topic to explore, but it's usually sad. Do you think this strike will kill entertainment? I have no idea. I cannot predict the future. I have a feeling this is going to be very significant. The last writer's strike was very significant, and it did harm entertainment for quite some time. At least the effects of the strike did. Sorry, Road Breach. I try to get as many as I can, but I can't get them all. That's good to hear. I don't pay attention to every single movie, unfortunately. Have you seen Summer Camp Island? No.
Dr. Jones, you will never get all 3 chakra stones.
No, it's not weird to emulate a game you own at all. I have to do it because I can't record off the actual PlayStation. I don't have a capture card. And my computer doesn't even have a disk drive anymore because the future is terrible. You are welcome, Road Breach. Favorite character from Avatar? Probably Zuko. I don't know how you get the Gex trilogy these days. The originals were on the PlayStation and assorted other consoles. The PlayStation was the only way you can get all 3 of the games in one place. As for the new version, I don't know. I think it's going to be on like everything. How good are you with handling horror games? Depends. If they're like the Silent Hill, Resident Evil psychological horror kind of deal, I'm fine. If they're jump scare fests like Five Nights at Freddy's, I stay away. Thoughts on Minecraft? Minecraft is one of the most important video games of all time. And for good reason. Want to gift me Amnesia? I probably wouldn't play that. I'm still sitting on the original Amnesia.
It's tail time.
I saw this huge list of like all of the animated films that are getting live action remakes. Some of them are not even Disney, like How to Train Your Dragon is getting one for some reason. The most baffling live action remake that I heard of is Your Name. Like, you remember my review of that, right? They want to do a live action of Your Name when the best part of the movie, like what I think is the only good part of the movie, is the animation. That is ridiculous. Thank you, Zach. My day is going fairly well.
The real estate wizardry of Tom Vu at work.
Thoughts on Pizza Tower? Haven't played. No studio seems to be wanting to take a chance on anything. I don't drink coffee. Haley Zonnet has potential, but the show is really not capitalizing on that potential very well.
Freddy, Jason, Freddy.
Never been too into Johnny Bravo. Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension is pretty good. Thoughts on Kailu? Kailu is the most insane show I have ever seen. I definitely want to make a video on Kailu. I'm surprised somebody else has actually heard of it. It's not Caillou, by the way. It's Kailu. It is insane. I don't know if it's good or bad or anything. It's just insane. Adventures of Tintin is one of the best animated films of the 2010s.
Welcome to Under This Old House.
Toy Story 4 tries to ruin the first 3 movies, but I don't let it because I like to pretend it's non-canon. Banjo-Kazooie is one of my favorite games of all time. Thoughts on Villainous? Haven't seen it. Shrek the Third, I haven't seen that one in a very long time. I don't remember hating it like everyone else seems to, so we'll have to see. I have not played the Smash Brothers. The ending of Toy Story 4 is literally the antithesis to everything that Toy Story has stood for and represents. It is literally... It literally goes against literally everything that Toy Story has established. So much in Toy Story 4 has. Honestly, that might be the Season 8 premiere of Animated Atrocities. Thoughts on Buzz Lightyear of Star Command? I haven't seen it in many years, but I already know it's a better Buzz Lightyear product than Lightyear.
That's not in the script.
My favorite Zelda game is Majora's Mask.
Slip of the tongue.
Ivan the Incredible. I've heard of that. People have asked me to review Ivan the Incredible a lot before. What will we do if it does kill entertainment? Eventually, like, entertainment's not gonna be dead forever. Eventually, something's gonna rise from the ashes, and we're gonna have probably an entirely new renaissance. You just gotta wait for a lot of the current rot to die off.
It's tail time.
I have not played either Skyward Sword or Breath of the Wild. Instead, I'm too busy playing Gex.
Reminds me of Halloween at Rip Taylor's.
Yes, we still have YouTube. You will always have my videos. Have you played a Hat in Time? Yes, it's a very good game. I've been okay. What's worse, season 6-8 SpongeBob or later Fairly Odd Parents? The SpongeBob one. Thoughts on AI generated SpongeBob? It's interesting, I guess. I don't really gel with the humor of many of these productions. Top 3 video game franchises. Zelda would be one. I'd have a hard time thinking of the other ones. Like, a long time ago, I would have said Elder Scrolls, but Elder Scrolls hasn't had a new game in 20 years. There's also Pokemon, but Pokemon has gone down the tubes. Do you like Mad? Mad was okay. It is the okayest show to ever okay.
Behind one of these doors is a brand new car.
Thoughts on Kronk's New Groove? I haven't seen that one. I haven't seen Primos yet. I might do that at some point. Dexter's Lab, unfortunately, isn't very relevant these days. Which is very sad, but people these days don't like to look back at the classics. They want stuff they're more familiar with. And I sound like an old man when I talk about cartoons back in my days.
Here's Gexy. I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
I haven't played Twilight Princess since I was a teenager. It's something I gotta get back to. I know that much. I don't really play fighting games. The worst Fairly Odd Parents season is probably 9. The one with the dog. Thoughts on Psychonauts? The original Psychonauts is a great game. I just haven't played the sequel yet. Favorite character on Dexter's Lab has to be Dexter. What SpongeBob episodes did you like in the 2010s? That's a big question. Ah, goddammit. I'm not good at dividing my attention. Would you put Mario in your top 3 game franchises? I might. I mean, it's usually consistent, but it doesn't have very many games that are my absolute all-time favorites. You got Odyssey, you got Super Mario Bros. 3, you got Mario RPG. Thank you, Matthew Valente. I don't think AI robots are gonna do that. Like, AI robots and AI creativity it's a huge conversation that I was planning on making a video about, and I might do it. It's complicated, but the debate is so heated it's not really worth talking about. Why do you hate Sparky more than Chloe? Sparky is more annoying than Chloe. Plain and simple. I have not watched Clone Knight. Mario movie was mostly good. You know, it's exactly what you expect out of the Super Mario Brothers movie, which is probably better than the 90s one, which is nothing what you'd expect from a Mario Brothers movie. Did you hear they're porting Mario RPG to the Switch? That sounds cool. What changes or improvements? They basically have to change all of Gex's dialogue. Not because, thank you, Matthew Valente. I see. But yeah, they have to change basically all of Gex's dialogue. Not because it's all poorly aged, although some of it is. But because so many things reference a lot of things that nobody knows anymore. A lot of 90s pop culture that has long since lost relevance. Make a video how to remove Sparky. You make him return to his home planet. And die on the way. That's how you fix Sparky. Show I've rewatched the most is probably The Simpsons. I remember liking Scoob, but I only saw it once. Is there any video games based on cartoons that you like? That would be Goop Troop. Even though the video game is nothing like the cartoon. It's about pirates. Thoughts on thoughts. Now that's a thinker. Do you think a Gex game with pop culture references could work? I think it would be. I think it could work in an ironic way. Like, people make as many jokes about Gex as they do with Bubsy, and for what it's worth, the new Bubsy games work. Come on, move, 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 move. There we go.
I know what you're thinking. It's tail time.
There we go. Do you think that Disney will eventually hit a point where it has nothing left to live action? Yeah, they've only got a limited number of films.
Beam me up, Scotty.
I think they've hit, like, over half of them at this point. Bubsy is by far more annoying than Gex.
Coming soon, The Wizard of Oz 2000.
How would I describe my sense of humor? I don't have a sense of humor. People, for some reason, assume that I do. Like, somewhere along the way, people decided I have a sense of humor when I don't. Actually, no, we gotta go this way, I think. Thank you, Vanta Black, for the donation.
Mine. This is mine.
Thoughts on the Aristocats? The Aristocats is boring and I hate it.
Still can't explain why David Hasselhoff is so popular.
The Lightyear is boring and I hate it even more. Ay, 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 ay. Hide user, there we go. Da-da-da. Have I seen Hoodwinked? Yeah, Hoodwinked is fine.
Boys, Tron didn't work once. It's not gonna work twice.
I have not seen any recent episodes of Family Guy, no. Lightyear is too boring to review. It is, like, in terms of, like, there's very little to say about it. The twist is absolutely stupid and makes no sense whatsoever. The movie just looks so boring and bland. It's well animated. Absolutely. Pixar usually has the quality standards. There we go. But the color palettes they chose and just what they chose to animate is just not good. Real monsters or wild thornberries? I haven't really seen either of them enough to make a judgment. Is it called sand because it's between sea and land? Sure. Darkly is a name I haven't heard from forever. Do you think the girl from Gex will be an animal or still a human? That's gonna be interesting seeing what they do there. Thoughts on the Illuminati drama? That is that's a topic for not here. What do you think of the Willy Wonka movies? I like them. Thoughts on Claude from Elemental? I don't like him. Come on. There we go. Thoughts on Across the Spider-Verse? I liked it. After this level, I think we're going to be calling it for the night. Because I am getting tired myself. There we go. Alright. That is it for tonight. Maybe next time we will actually finish this one. I don't know. I've been going on for about an hour. That's as long I usually stream. So we're just gonna ban this guy, and boom. I don't get it. All it does is get you banned. But, night to all of you. It is getting very late here. So I will see you all